Hello YouTube, welcome to the dojo. You're here with Samurai Man, and today we have the Mastermind Creations reformatted Predacon leader or commander, Leo Dux. Yes, so very nice. We finally have the leader, which is Razorclaw in the G1 iteration. This is their version of it, and he looks great. Excuse me. Yes, as I was saying, he looks great. I really love the way he came out. He's a big, bulky size. The feel is like, I feel like the hind legs are lacking a little something, but I can live with it. It's not that big a deal. Like, they just feel like kind of small and just kind of there just because he needed hind legs. But it's okay. I can definitely get over it. His front legs are really cool. I do like the design of his front legs a lot. They look really nice and bulky and big, whereas these ones look a little more standard line. They actually look like a real lion's leg, whereas this one looks like a really cool robot lion leg. So there's just a difference in that. But then again, this one has to be an arm also. This one just needs to fold up and disappear. So that's understandable. He's got these nice chrome black guns. What they did is, I think that's what they did. They chromed it out, and then I think they sprayed it with black paint. I think that's how they did it, because it seems like they did a very nice, cool job. Hopefully it'll last. I know in some of the joints the chrome's a little for some of the joints. Some of them are fine. Some of them are, but just so you can see, there is a very nice range of movement in these chromed out joints. They're on a double hinge, one at the top here and one at the, I guess, the shoulder, the back, his back area actually. So yeah, I mean, there's some rubbing here. You can see the chrome. Well, you probably can't see, but there's some chrome issues there. But again, we'll see how the test of time goes. They do peg into the back, so very cool. I do like that they do peg in, so you don't have somewhere to go. So taking a look at him, he's got that really nice mane. It is actually on it's on 4 sections and ball jointed. So if you want to put the mane a little more outward, a little more upward, I kind of just go for a standard look where it's like up and then down. So do whatever you want with it. His head is on a ball, but it's also locked in here at the top. If you want to unlock it, it gives you more range, but I just leave it, and then I just use whatever I have available. I think this is fine. But yeah, you can get a decent amount of movement, even though it's locked in. You can get it going up and down, like side to side, decent amount. So good, pretty realistic looking. I like the deep red eyes. You can see he's got that metallic red, like Fortis and Bovis's robot mode visors. It's got that same red going on. That looks really nice. His mouth can open and close, so very standard. I mean, like I always say, my figures with animal heads should always have opening and closing mouths. I know that they don't always do, so it's appreciated when they do have it. I think that's a standard staple joint for me. That's just my opinion. You can rotate him at the shoulders. Nice ratchet joints. Just kind of get it out of the way of the mane when you want to do some cool poses. I mean, obviously right now it's not going to happen because I have his hind legs set up weird. But if we try getting him, like I said, that sweet spot, I always talk about that sweet spot with the well, any legs really. But okay, I can't get it right now. It's not going to work. But you can. I've seen it done. You can get some pretty decent leg poses where you have them like something like this, and then King of the Jungle. We can bring him out in a nice ratchet, so that looks very nice. Beautiful. I love that sound. That's a beautiful wonder sound. Bicep swivel. You can see there is a actual bend at the bicep as well. You can bend it there at the bicep as well as the elbow. So it's got a really interesting joint. You can see like this. Here's the block, and then here's each joint on each side. So lots of range of movement. His paw is on a... That was really loud playing. His paw is on a wrist hinge as well as a ball joint. So again, a lot of movement. So you could definitely get a good, cool attacking pose. I definitely could see someone getting a really awesome attacking pose out of this. And his hind legs, the thighs are on ball joints. And then these, well, I guess it's like the thigh, and then, I don't know, lower thigh is also on it's a hinge. So we got like ball joint. I guess this would be waist. I guess this would be the waist of the lion mode. So waist is on a ball joint, and then thigh is on a hinge. And then we have the knee at a hinge as well. And then we have the foot at the ankle on a nice ball joint with pivoting and back and forth and up and down. And he's going places. He is going places. Hex message, don't care. His tail is actually a segment that's separated. It's its own piece. I have it upside down, I just realized, because you can see it's bending downward. But if you want to flip it around, you can have it bend upward. Or here you go, tip of the tail can go upward, like, whee, yay. So yeah, there is that. It's so, just so you see, this part of the tail, and it's the same way if you flip it back and forth, round and round, doesn't matter. It's all the same. So, basically you just have this, and that goes up, but it doesn't go down, which is the same thing here. So if I flip it around, I would have that part of the tail going up, so this big base would be going up, and then this would go down. So that's how that works. His waist, he can't rotate it. So, if you need any rotations done, doable. I think we got the articulation covered. Oop, this thing can pop off. Ejecting backplate action. You don't see that every day. Ooh, I've got them all weird now. Now he doesn't want to stand. But yes, there is the line mode articulation. Standard, pretty basic articulation, you know, what you'd expect. I really like here these pistons that are molded in. I do like that. They're molded and painted. They look nice. He's got some more of that awesome molding here in his legs. I think it's a little sleeker than Bovis and Fortis. I feel like they had a little more molded detailing, but this guy makes up for it with, I think, better articulation. I think he just holds a pose a lot better. I don't know, in my opinion. But still very cool. And he has also these really nice gold metallic on his mane. It really looks like a piece of metal was riveted, and you can see all these rivets. It looks like it was actually riveted in, which is cool. I think that looks really nice. So very, very well done. You can see obviously the transfer or combiner pegs. I mean, what are you gonna do? You need them. That's a necessity. You can't do anything about that. So yes, this line mode is doing it all. It looks very much like a Razorclaw. You can definitely see this guy being an authentic Razorclaw. All of them look good so far, so I really like this line. This is a great line. See, Mastermind Creations logo is actually right there. I didn't notice that until just now. I was looking around. 2013, that's interesting. Wait, is this 2013? Yeah, 2013. Yeah, this figure came out in 2013, actually, now that I think about it. For some reason, I was thinking this came out in February or something, but this actually came out a good while ago. Or maybe it did come out in February. I don't even remember. Maybe I just ordered it late. I don't know. But there you have him in his line mode. Just taking a closer look at his face. Looks really good. He looks ferocious. He's got his teeth painted silver. He's got this gold metallic again. The ears are nicely molded in. Eyes are done. He's fierce. Love it. So the transformation on this guy is pretty simple. We'll start by removing all the removable pieces. So that back plate comes off. That just gives it some good cover here. And then we'll split the legs. And like I said, the tail comes out. And you can see it is the exact same on both sides. So it really doesn't matter which way you put it in. But the ends of the tails is where it's different. See, it's making that Z shape. They don't go backwards. They only go this way. So that matters. Kind of. So anyways, we'll go ahead and extend the legs. Which are firmly in. There we go. So just you know, bust them out. Fold up this line foot, I believe this way. Maybe I'm wrong. Nope, I'm right. But I'm doing it wrong. You want to rotate it around like this. So yeah, you want to have the line foot behind the leg, because there's this really, kind of hard to see it, but there is a groove in there in which this big black piece with all these things jutting out, those bars, pegs in. So you want to have it like that. Just line it up. If I can get it. There we go. Oops. So just want to have it like that. Kind of get all this lined up. And there you have the line foot. Just get everything put away. Same thing with this side. Fold it up. Peg it in. Well, that side was a lot easier. Why does it seem like it's different? No, it's not different. Nope. Okay. So there you have that. This side I think is really cool. The foot here, it's on a slider joint. So you just pull it out. I don't know. I think that's really cool. Oops, this popped out on me. So that's probably my favorite part of the transformation, is just sliding out the foot. I just think that looks cool. Bring it down. It's on two hinges. Yes, 2 hinges. It's actually got a separate heel in there, so you could pull that out if you want to give it a little more stability. Well, I'm sure you always want to give it good stability. You want your figures to stand, so yeah, I imagine that's necessary. So there you go, you have that part of the foot. Also, so you have one heel spur and actually a second heel spur back here, this red piece. Bring this down and kind of just orient it the way you want it. It's in there good. There we go. Let's grab it from this little thing. There we go. It's nice and pegged in there. So just get it the way you want it, as I said. So now he's got a double heel spur, which is awesome. He's not going to fall down at all. So, moving on up the chain. Go ahead and again, here's another parts forming piece. Pull this out. And, oh, whoops, I'm doing it wrong. Split it. So, there you go. You can see it is just slid on right there. It just slides on right there, so you want to bring it down and then slide it out. Do it on both sides. You can already see his heads in there. This is both of his heads, actually. This head likes to, both the heads like to like move around in his body, which is annoying. And I'll get to why after I finish transforming it. So we'll go ahead and open up the, here at the wrist. And flip them out. Again, very basic standard configuration for an animal former. We've seen wrists folding out like this a million times. Not even just animals, just robots in general. And this wrist doesn't want to come with me. There we go, I got it now. So get out the wrist, rotate it the way you should have it. Let me find out where it goes. Fold up this foot, it does tab in. There we go, foot's put away. And we're going to do that on both sides. Bring it out. Close it up. Peg in the, or tab in the foot. And just orient everything the way it should be. Rotate the shoulders. Want to have this red plate facing forward. Make sure everything's out of the way. There we go. Good there. Okay. This is the thing where things get tricky. You want to pop out the neck right there. And that's not the difficult part. It's putting away the lion mane. That can be a little bit difficult because you really have to get your fingers in there to rotate. Because it's on each segment's on a ball joint. So you really got to get your fingers in there to get like this all situated. So I'll start with the top mane and fold it in. And it's going to be difficult for me to show you, but this is how it's done. Fold in each top mane just to get that out of the way. And then we'll bring in each bottom mane. There we go. Kind of just want to hide it as best you can. I mean, there you go. You can't see it. It's gone. So bring down this chest piece. Make sure everything's lined up right. Just kind of fold in. Bring up the head a little. Make sure it's all good. Make sure that head's good. And I'm trying to remember, is anything pegged in? I don't think there's a peg for this joint. I think it just kind of sits there. But there you have it. We'll close the mouth just to make it a little more clean looking. Makes it look like his animal head's offline. So here we have Leo Dux fully transformed. Sort of. There are some extra pieces. So if you want to take this back plate and just attach it to his body. There are two little peg holes here at the back plate. I go with the pegs in here. It looks weird, kind of, once you peg it in. See, it is kind of just hanging off his back like a giant back skirt. But really, that's up to you of whether or not do you want it. It's not a necessity. It's not a necessity. You could just have it laying off the side, but that's just somewhere to put it, and it really doesn't get in the way of anything. So it's really up to you. I'm just gonna leave it on. It's fine with me. Then we have, this is the really awesome part. These double, I think they're like sonic blades or something, like vibration blades, something that involves sound and vibration. I don't remember exactly. Cleavers. I think they're like sonic cleavers. They look really freaking cool. So there's a couple ways you can have them holding them. If you want, you can just have them hold them standard like this, just in his hand. And they look great that way. He does hold on to his weapons a lot better than Bovis and Fortis hold on to theirs, just because theirs are a little more complex. They require like flipping around the wrist and all that. Or if you want, you can take out the blade, line it up. Now he's got a really just super long blade if you want to hold them like that. So you have your options. And the last option, put it back the way we had it before. If I can figure out how to slide everything back together. It's really interesting the way these blades connect. They just like, I don't even know, they like slide on like these grooves, these teeth kind of just bite down on each other. Like you just imagine how your teeth work, and that's how the blades work, which is interesting. So last configuration. Oh, actually, take it apart again. I'll do it like this just to make it easier. There we go. No, it's not easier. It's not easy being cheesy. There we go. So there. Now we have this giant blade. So you can have him hold it like that, and wow, like it's taller than he is. So that's quite the blade, the cleaver. So once you have all the pieces put together, it's going to look fantastic. I'm not going to bother putting it together right now just because I don't have all of them, obviously. So for now, that looks cool. He is supposed to have an arm cannon, which will be, again, part of the Feral Rex combo. It'll be a really big arm cannon, which looks awesome. But that is coming with Talon. So for now, he comes with the cleaver. He comes with, I believe this is supposed to be the hilt of the whole combined weapon. I think that's what this piece is for. It's part of his transformation also as the chest plate of his line mode. It doesn't go anywhere in robot mode. Yeah, I can't get it on. What am I doing wrong? It doesn't do anything in robot mode. I think it's the hilt of the, I think it's called the Ouroboros. That's the combined blade, like the snake. And then I think this is also supposed to be part of the combined weapon. I think this is the, I'm sorry, this is the hilt, and this is the guard. Yes, see, so it would go like this, or actually, and cover it like that. So yeah, you'd have it like this, and this is going to be the hilt, this is going to be the guard, and then this will be part of the blade. If we want, we can actually put it on. Oh, here we go. Does it go like that? I don't know, it goes something like, it would go like around here, but I don't want to disassemble it, but you'd have something like this, and it would be like really, really big in his arms. But again, I think there's going to be chunks in here. That's where all the other little weapons go, so it's going to be a hefty blade. I cannot wait to put the whole thing together. So he does have his back plate left over that you can actually transform it by splitting it apart. There you go. It's all connected here. What you want to do is rotate it around, bring it up, or not like up, but bring it back. There you go. Peg it in like that. Have it in this configuration. You have this giant tab here that can go right into his forearm. And now you have a shield. Isn't that nice? If I can get it in, it's very tight. There we go. So it does have a pretty cool shield. It does look like it'd be a good bludgeoning weapon for sure. And it looks actually like a pretty decent shield. That's a good hefty size. So if you want, it's somewhere to go. Again, it looks very like slashable, just like he is gonna knock someone the heck out. Just give him like one of his blades and a shield, and he's just gonna go to town on some Autobots. As much as I love Autobots, he is gonna go to town on them. So yeah, he is ready to go. He just needs that arm cannon. We just need to get that Talon arm cannon. As soon as I get that, bam! He's ready to go. Arm cannon, sword, and shield. Melee, distance, and defense. He is just not going down. Actually, he's got shoulder cannons. Good to go. This guy's ready. Forget Feral Rex. This guy's taking out an army by himself. Sonic Disruptor, Blade, Cleaver, go. I mean, I'm really having fun with this guy. This is a good standalone figure. Obviously, it's meant for a set, but if you can get one, get him. He makes a great standalone figure. Look at all the stuff that he can do alone. The articulation, the paint, the sculpt, the weapons, except like the accessory count. This is a great figure. I love it. Just like the rest of the set, Leo Dux does come with one of these bio cards. Looks really cool. Again, tough as nails, plastic. And you can see he looks great in this picture. This looks fantastic. He's got that giant arm cannon that I'm just ready for. So ready to get that arm cannon. Mercenary Squadron Commander. So yeah, these guys are mercenaries. You can read here in the comic book about them. Actually, there we go. That's a really nice cover art. That looks really cool. So yes, again, this is part of the same comic with the rest. Again, story. That's a really nice panel. You know, double page panel. Looks really cool. Very Lion King-esque. But again, the story is, it's going pretty slow. Basically what's going on is they were hired to do a job, and something didn't go right, and they're being each member is being interrogated by their senior officer. One by one, they're being interrogated. All of a sudden now, things are flipping around. Turns out their superior, a senior officer, is being interrogated mentally, like psychologically, in his head by some other guys. And it's just like, where is this story going? Like, it's going real slow. So we'll see how it goes. But the coolest part is we have concept art for a new figure. Reformatted Saurophagus Promenon. It's a prime. I don't know which prime, but it's a prime. It's got that same kind of design as a... who was it? Nova Prime, I think it was. I don't remember his third-party name, but that guy. Maybe it was Solus. But yes, that's got the swords like that Drift has. You can see here, it's kind of got like those. That's the big swords that Drift had. Has kind of like that Doctor Wu for the Transformers Prime Star Saber kind of look. And he looks cool. I like him. He's going to come with the Matrix. You can see down here the Matrix is going to be part of his engine. So that's nice. This is really awesome. So I'm going to have to look into that. I think I'm going to maybe have to get that third-party Prime that I wanted, but never got. So we'll see how that goes. So for the articulation, you can bring his arms out at the shoulders, 180 degrees. You can, again, we have that same bicep swivel, double hinge at the elbow and the bicep. Can rotate his wrist. They do have wrist swivel, so that's nice. So we've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of articulation on one arm alone, so that's really cool. And also, you can bring up the shoulders. This piece does get in the way, so you can only go that much, but that's a lot. He's going to be able to hold the swords. Don't even worry about that. You can bring this down. Head is on a ball joint, and also the neck is also got its own little joint just because of the combiner transformation. So you can get a good wide range of movement in that head. It's really nice. You can move the chest. I don't know if it's supposed to be pegged in. It might be, and I'm just not doing it right. But for now, I'm just going to leave it as is, and we'll keep it like that. Keep it free. And then at the legs, it gets pretty interesting. We have a thigh joint that can ratchet outward, and he does have some skirt junk that gets in the way, but I mean, they just move it out of the way and you're good. We do have we'll move this back plate. We do have a knee bend that, for him, this is his knee bend, and then we have another knee joint that's for Pharaoh Rex mode that goes forward, as you can see. So that's interesting. We'll see how that plays into the full combiner mode. I'm not going to combine the, Fortis and Bovis legs with them. We'll just wait. Patience, guys, patience. But just so you know what to come, you can rotate him at the bicep. I mean, not bicep. You can rotate him at the thigh. So that's cool. Lots of foot movement. Look at this. Oh, that ankle is going everywhere, flopping around. It's a fish. Look at this. It's doing the worm. His foot can do the worm. That's awesome. So we've got ankle, and we've got a toe joint, hinge. We've got a heel. I actually folded away. We've got a heel up there that's on a hinge. So we've got another heel at the back, another hinge. So this guy's loaded with hinges for his feet. He is going to do poses like nobody's business. So awesome articulation. His weapons at the shoulders as well. You can rotate him around, bring him up, get ready to fire. That looks awesome. He is just, armed to the max, especially when he's got his awesome sonic cleavers. Oh, and the waist. You can rotate the waist, 360. No issues there. It's a little stiff, but that's not a bad thing. So that's fine. Works. So taking a look at that face sculpt, that is spot on Razorclaw. You're not gonna, mistake him for anybody else. This is a fantastic head sculpt. I really like the orange visor. It's kind of like, excuse me. I really like the orange visor. It's kind of like highlighted. Like the very visor itself is orange, but then the cheek plates are yellow again. So I do like that. Very nicely done. That beautiful metallic red looks great on his visor. I wouldn't mind a little more paint in the helmet. It looks like it could use some highlights. There is a lot of molding in there. That's kind of missed out. But that's how it was in the cartoon, the G1 cartoon. He did just have a yellow head, so can't really argue with that. That's just, how it's supposed to be. So, very nice. You can also see these shoulders are actually asymmetrical, which I didn't notice at first. And I do love my asymmetry when it comes to my figures. You see here he's got these 3 rivets, and then he's got kind of like a blank spot up here, while this one's got some pistons and something going on. I'll have to do some looking around because maybe mine just didn't get that molding done. Maybe it's not supposed to be like that, but if it is supposed to be like that, awesome. If it isn't, well, still looks good because, again, I like it. Taking a look at the inner legs, there is some more of that beautiful molding / paint job. You can see all these pistons and springs and gears and such that just look really great. I really like the molding and paint job on this. Another thing I want to point out, I don't know, but when I look at these knees, I think cockpits. It looks like maybe like a Marine or Navy base, like whatever tidal wave is, those kind of like ship carriers. It looks like one of those cockpits to me. I don't know. Maybe they're going to do another version of these guys where they're vehicle modes instead of animal modes. I did see some pictures for something like that. I don't know if it was from Mastermind or somebody else. But I did see some Predacons, like Cybertronian Predacons, where they have vehicle modes instead of animals. So we'll see how that goes. Again, I like this really nicely done paint job here with the molding. It looks like more mechanical stuff going on. I love the abs are here painted in this gold, matching the mane. So well done. Very nice. So here we have the whole team together, and look at that beautiful like set right there. They really are a squadron. I really like how you can really get that animal vibe from them. Even in the robot mode, you really can feel that, just like they are just going to go beast out and freak out and just destroy everything in their path. They are not stopping, and I love it. They look great as a set. I am so excited to finish this. Like, they will go probably in my Masterpiece collection. They're definitely going to sit next to Intimidator. He is a great figure as well, so I think he'll fit well with them, especially in scale. Because Intimidator's big. He's not that big. I'll be honest, he's definitely tall, and he's got a good presence, but he's not, you know, he's no Hercules or Uranus. So I think he'll fit well with these guys because they'll look huge compared to him. So that's good. So I'll get this guy in his combined form. We'll start by opening up the forearms, folding away the wrist and the hands. Go ahead and rotate the whole bicep around, unpeg the claw, flip it around. We're basically retransforming them. Again, standard, just retransform them, but slightly different. Remember, at this double joint, there is a tab here that was used for the claw. We're now going to put that in the shoulder. So bring it up. It's going to go here. And also bring out the connector peg, because the way you want it is you want the whole shoulder to be rotated like that. So now we're going to bring this up, peg it all in. There's also a peg right here, a tab that will tab into the forearm. So we'll go ahead and get all this together. It's a really tight joint. You want to get it up. Bring it up. There we go. Bring it like that. Peg it in, or tab it in. Tab it into the side. Make sure it's not going to go anywhere. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. Do it on this side as well. Bring that out. Start with that first. Actually, I want to do the wrist. Need to get that out of the way. So make sure it's all lined up. Push it all in. Bring it up. Untab the claw. Rotate it back. Bring it around. Rotate the bicep. So I'll give you a profile version now. So again, bring it around. Bring it around. Make sure it's like that. Tab it in. It is known for their super tough tabs. This whole set, is just really one tough tab after another. It does not. There we go, guys. And I really like the claws hanging off the side. I thought it makes it, again, really tribal and animalistic. So go ahead and just get this head all out of the way for now. We'll go get this mane going just because we're here. So again, just rotate them out on their ball joints. And you want to do it in a specific you want to do it in a specific sequence. That's the word. There we go. Just the way all the mane is lined up. So what we're going to do here, come to the back. And right here you can see this big hinge on his back. Open it up. You can get it. There we go. So you want to bring up that hinge, untab everything, so you can bring out the Predacon head. And what you want to do is just bring it forward like this, and kind of get these guns out of the way. Now you can just rotate the head around, bring it back. Now we're going to have the head like that, so when you bring it down, Leo Dux's head goes in, Predacon's remains. Bring up the guns again. There we go. So now we have the chest all sorted out. Just get this in there. And this yellow neck plate really works well. It just fills in this big old gap because his chest is quite large and open. So that's nice that they filled it in. You know, I don't have to have all this ugly hole showing. And it looks pretty funny right now. I don't know. I just think it looks funny because he's supposed to have this big old body and he's got these teeny little legs. So we'll go ahead and we'll put these heel spurs away. Bring up this whole part. Bring that away. We'll go ahead and fold these heel spurs. No point having the heel spurs out. We don't need them. Oops, if I can put it in right. Yep. There we go. Rotate them up. Peg them in. We'll go ahead and fold out these connection points. And, okay, we still have one more thing, actually. We need this. This is going to be the chest / back plate. So we just kind of fold it out like this. The way it connects is interesting. It doesn't really connect in the back because the problem is here you come to the front, or it doesn't connect in the front. It's neither does it connect in the front or the back. I think it's it's the front that it doesn't connect to. It just hangs off the front, and what you do is you come around the back, and again that same 2 peg holes, you want to peg in here, and then that's the only thing holding it together, and it works. But I just kind of wish this pegged in somewhere, because it just floats there. And I've tried, nothing pegs in the front. It looks like there's supposed to be a tab, but the tab here and then the tab hole here, they don't match. They're not compatible. So I don't really know what's going on there. So you kind of just let it sit. And like I said, it works. It's not going anywhere. The back tab is secure. I just wish this wasn't so floppy and loose. But there you have it. Now we have Leo Dux ready to go. He's just a force to be reckoned with. Or not Leo Dux, but Predacon in his combined mode. Oh, wait, I'm forgetting the piece de resistance. What you want to do, take these cannons and extend them. There we go. Looking fierce. Look how long they get. Those barrels, man. Those barrels, though. Hashtag those barrels. Looks great. There we go. So yeah, now I got these long old barrel cannons. You can't even see them. But yeah, that looks fantastic. This is shaping up to be an amazing figure. Again, this plate doesn't want to stay. And I don't like it. I don't like that. I'd prefer it if it was more secure. But anyways, I digress. You can't open up the mouth if you want to make him even look more intense. Just now he does have a gimmick where in the back of his head there's a switch that you push in and his eyes are supposed to light up. Unfortunately, mine doesn't work. And it's not that it doesn't work, it just wasn't properly made, because when I put the it comes with these 2 little dime batteries, and I unscrewed the back of it and I put them in, and if I apply pressure without the plates of the back head plate, if I just push on the batteries really hard, the connection touches and the eyes light up. But as soon as I release the pressure from my fingers, the batteries, they don't loosen, they just like come back out a little, and they're not, now the connection's not being made, something's not lined up properly. So I tried putting in the back of the plate, and unfortunately that doesn't put enough pressure. So the only way I can have my eyes light up is if I were to remove the back head plate and then with my finger just push on the batteries as firmly as I could to get them to make the connection. So that's unfortunate. I tried fixing it. I just tried messing with the 2 metal pieces that connect the batteries with each other, and I just could not get it in any way working properly. They just were not touching properly, so that sucks. That's unfortunate. It still looks great. I just really was looking for the LED feature, so that's unfortunate, but whatever. Maybe one day I'll disassemble the head completely and try to fix it, but for now it's fine. Also, when I did receive him, I transformed him in his combined mode, and this antenna was really bent. This is a hard plastic, and it was just the way it was. They put his head in the body. It was bent, like not like 90 degrees or anything, but it was folding over. And so just by taking it out and letting it sit for a while, it kind of unfolded itself. But I also took a hair dryer to it and tried to get it more. So now it's straighter. It's pretty much as straight as it's gonna get. So luckily I was able to fix that. Just another thing to watch out for, just because when you're storing the head in the body, it is a big head, and the body it's big, but the cavity there isn't that big. So you want to be careful not to like just jam it in there. Carefully place his head in there. That's just my suggestion. But we'll go ahead and take a look at this in more further detail when we have the full combined mode. For now, you can just see this. and you could see, you know, with the size of my hand. And I have big hands. Don't forget, I have really big hands. You can just get an idea of how big this guy really is. So very nice. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna stop the video here. This is a good place to leave off, you know, Predacon. And don't forget to follow me at Vacation at my Tumblr account. I've been taking some pictures. I haven't uploaded them yet. Not done with the pictures, but that's getting underway. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, where you guys can find everything I buy, everything that's coming out, I plan on buying, convention stuff, you know, all that good stuff. Find it all there at Vacation and Mechas of Ironheart, Tumblr, Instagram. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. I love talking to you guys. I actually just left a comment with another guy on my Warpath video, so that I'm really excited for that. So, yes, you all just keep being you. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys. And until next time, what's next, guys?